Morning, Bob here, and welcome to a full, gentle strength workout for seniors in my garden. March away, let your arms swing naturally for balance. Keep your feet shoulder width apart and march. And yes, I'm in my bare feet today because as far as I'm concerned, summer is here. And every chance I get, inside or out, I'm in my bare feet. Keep marching. Watching my cat because she's trying to catch a chipmunk. So the music you're going to get for this warm-up is the sounds of my front yard, which is the grackles at the particular moment. Maybe the odd robin will visit us, and maybe a chipmunk will come by, or a rabbit, or a fox, or a coyote, because they've all been in my neighborhood in the last week. Okay, so now we're going to take the foot that I started marching with first, and we're going to step forward and then step back. So it's just a forward and back. But this is my lead foot. Yours might be the other one. So we step forward with the lead and back with the lead. That's it. Yes, Twyla, you can join us if you want. There was a chipmunk crawling up the eaves trough downspout there, and that's why we're here. We were going to do this around the back, but here we are in the front yard. You're just stepping forward and back. Okay, and one more, march on the spot. Right, now I want to get the lead on the other leg. So since my lead is on this foot, I'm going to tap this foot an extra time and then keep marching. So it's like this, tap. And now I'm on the lead on the other side. I can feel it. One, step, step. And then when I'm ready, I'm just going to step forward with that lead and back. A warm up. It gets our heart racing, bringing blood to our muscles, and then we'll do the rest of the muscles. So it's a step forward and back. Little steps. Some people like to take bigger steps forward, bigger steps back, but we're just into little steps here. And one more and march on the spot. So the lead's on this side, right? So let's get the lead on that side, so we're just going to tap with that side an extra time, and then we're on the other side of our body. If this is too confusing for you, don't worry about it. Just stop and change your lead by starting with that foot first. But anyway, now it's going to get a little trickier. We're going to raise our legs up, right? So we're going to step forward and lift the other knee up, and then step back with whatever leg goes back, and then step forward with the other side and lift the knee up, and then step back. So it looks like this, forward knee up, nose high switched. So it's step forward, knee up, step back, switch legs. All right, you figure it out and join me with this knee up step. So those are robins. They have a nest above me up here on the eaves trough, and they don't like me out here. There's babies in their nest. This is a knee up step forward. And then march it on the spot. Good. I'm on this side lead. I can feel it. One. Okay? Got that? Now we're going to turn sideways, and there's our step. So we're going to step forward, bring the other leg up, and step back. We might as well move our arms this way for balance. So forward and back. Step touch, onto the step. What a great day. I've already been up at 7 o'clock out fiddling around in my garden, watering and weeding and having a great time. One more. March on the spot sideways and just turn yourself all the way around. And when you're ready, step forward and back. Sideways, onto the step that isn't there. Move your arms for balance. Cross your arms to get both sides of your brain turned on. So it's a step touch. You've done it many times, except we're stepping up on the step that isn't there. If you had a step in your house and you wanted to do this, it would be a little bit more difficult, balance-wise, aerobic-wise, but it would be great. Everybody's different. And one more. Up and march. Let's turn around to the front again. So now we're going to do a step L. So we're going to step forward with one of the leads. If this is the one I'm stepping forward with, I'm going to go that way, sideways. If I'm going to step forward with this leg, I'm going to go that way. So it looks like this. I'm going to step forward, bring the other leg up, step touch, bring it back, and go back. Same lead up, side step, and back. So it's up. This is my stabilizer, step, stabilizer, and back. Okay, L step. Come on, you can do it. If there was a step here, we could step up, step sideways on the step, and step back off the step. We could. We're just using our flat ground, taking little steps, only working as hard as we are comfortable with. Good. Let's do one more after this. Right here, last one. Up, step touch, and march on the spot. Now we got to get the lead on the other side so we can go that way. So I'm going to tap with that foot right here. Tap. Here I go. So when you're ready, you're going to step forward with this, bring this leg up, step touch, come back, and off. So it looks kind of like this. Up, step touch, bring the leg back, and off. Lead leg up. Let this outside leg here do all the work. And up. This is a step L. Is it just way too complicated for you this morning? No, your brain needs to be turned on before you work out and before you have a great day that's productive. Up, step touch, and back. Step touch L. Here comes the last one. Up. And march on the spot. So where's my lead? I can feel it is on this side. Yeah, I better change it to this side. The one I started with, so I better tap, tap. There's my lead. This is the side that I want to be on, right there. Because now I'm going to do a turn step. So I'm going to just turn sideways a little bit. And when I step up with this leg, I'm going to turn on the step and then off. This is as complicated as it gets. I step up, step touch sideways as I turn and come off. So it's up, step touch, turn, up, turn, step touch, off. Got it? It's a turn step. Yes. Got it? Good work. You're up on the bench or the step. Turn sideways. So step touch and off. Up. Step touch, turn. Just a couple more. And the last one. Marching here. And we'll do one of the turns, but with this lead. So I got to get on this foot first. So I got to tap. There, I'm on that foot. Turn sideways, so it'll be step up with this foot, go that way. As I turn, come back, and come off. So it kind of looks like this. Up, turn, off. Up, turn, and off. With a step touch thrown in there. Three more. There's one. There's two. And this is the last one. Good work. That was a step warm-up with no step, just an imaginary step. You got that? You sure? So we went forward first, then we went up with the knee and off. Yeah. And then we did a side and off, both sides, right? And then we did a turn on the step and off the step. That isn't there. Got it? Great, you're ready. So we're going to start, of course, at the top with our shoulders, the big muscles at the top of our body. And I'm going to put one foot in front of the other, toe pointing straight ahead, and the other one back on an angle, 45 degrees. It's kind of like the warrior position. And then I'm just going to reach forward with this outside arm here, spread my fingers, get that arm going back with my fingers spread. So notice this palm is up, fingers spread, and this palm is down, fingers spread. Doing that on purpose because I'm working the rotator cuff in my shoulder when I keep my hands either up or down. So I better change. So here I come with up and this one down. So it's down at the back and up at the front. So down at the back, up at the front. Right. So I start off with my palms up, right? But this comes forward and this goes back, so now it's down. Right. Oh, you got it? So let's just do this one. And then just for fun, alternate them with a little bit of a twist. So either up or down. Got that? So we started off with a reach with the fingers in front and behind. Then we tried to figure out where our palm was going to be, either up or down. And then we twisted it. And we're doing a long reach, but my feet haven't moved, right? They're stabilizing my entire body, my legs and my feet. Good work. And one more. So I'm going to switch. So this is the warrior stance. Warrior 1 or 2, who knows? I'm not a yoga teacher. Even though a lot of these moves are yoga moves, right? And then the outside arm is the reach one, and this one goes back, and this one goes forward, and spread those fingers. And when you're ready with your brain, do something about palms up and palms down with a twist at the wrist. Plant those feet. You're almost like you're standing on a balance beam. So your feet are, at least your heels are lined up on this beam. Is this a balance exercise? Of course it is. As soon as you are in an unstable position, and everybody's unstable position is different, you're using your core muscles for balance. You're using your inner ear, which is the balance central in your brain. And you're using your eyes, and your nose, and your mouth, and your ears, all those senses to stay vertical. You're doing a great reach and a great stretch. You don't have to go this fast. You can slow the whole thing down in slow motion. You'll get the same effect. And just a couple more. Twisting your palms up and down with your wrists. Good. Shake that out. Now you're just going to stand with your feet shoulder width apart. Maybe a little wider. Toes straight ahead. Relax the shoulders. Get them down. All right, take one arm right out in front of you. Palm is facing that way, but as you bring the arm back, you turn the palm so it faces back. So it's a push here and a pull back to where you started. And a push, and you started kind of right in front of your body, right? And you push and you pull. The other side's not doing anything just yet. Push and pull. Notice my legs and my feet are stabilizing my entire body, so I can do this and isolate my shoulder. And that shoulder's got lots of muscles in it. It's got the big trapezius muscle, it's got the deltoids, rotator cuff, and others. Good. Push back, bring forward. I'm not even turning to see where my hand is going. I'm just keeping my hips square to the front. And one more. Good. Right, this gets to have a rest. This one comes up, palms that way to start, but then you're going to push and pull. Keep your arm horizontal with the ground. So not on an angle, down or up, but horizontal with the ground. Look straight ahead. Push it back as far as you can and pull it forward. Push, pull. One of the big 5 moves in the world of fitness is a push-pull. Anytime you're pushing and pulling, it's good for all kinds of body parts. Get those fingers spread apart. Really push the air, pull the air back. Can you do this in the water? Of course you can. Should you? Yes, you should. So if you ever get a chance to go swimming or in a pool or on a lake or the ocean, and you're deep enough to be able to do this, maybe with your head the only thing above the water, wouldn't that be cool? You could try doing this. Standing still would be tricky. One more push, one more pull back. Good, relax. Can we just push our shoulders up to our ears? Can we push our palms, flex your hands there at the wrist and push your palms into the ground? Can we bring our shoulders forward as far as possible, round out the back? And can we push our shoulders back, standing up tall, and squeeze those shoulder blades together? Here's an ant crawling on me. Don't kill it, just get rid of it. Good work. You ready? So now we're going to take this arm and take it back before. So we got to push it back and twist our hips, keep our feet planted so that we can kind of watch where it goes. So it's still the push-pull with the arm, but we're turning our upper body and we're watching the fingers on that hand to see how far back they go. And one more. And with the same arm, go the other way. Push, pull, push, pull. Can your fingers, when they're back there, reach the same spot that you reached when you went the other way? Like if you were drawing a line in the air, push, pull. Could you draw a circle all the way around you? I don't think I could. I can't quite get as far twisted that way. And you know what? Twists are very, very dangerous if you don't do much movement and exercises like this with intention. So you got to be careful. Don't twist that far because I'm trying to. If you can only twist this far, that's okay too. Okay? Don't do it just because I'm doing it. Do it because it feels okay for you. So now I'm going to go as far as I can this way and as far as I can that way and touch there. I think I drew the circle all the way around. Push, a pull and a push, push and a pull, making that circle all the way around my body. Good work. Shake that out. You ready with this one? So remember, we're going to push and turn, keeping our feet pointing straight ahead, and look at our hands, spread those fingers. See how, oh, I can go farther that way. This one's got more flexibility in it. The shoulder and the obliques and the back. Obliques run down the side of your body. Yep, working those too. And the back muscles. Get that arm back there. Okay, you ready to go the other way? All right, here we are. So we're going to somehow push and pull. All right, you ready to go? All the way around? Here we go, all the way around. Come all the way back. That's it, draw that line in the air. And one more. There we go. And relax. Got that? Yes, you could use both arms, you could do whatever you want to do, but I just wanted to show you that much today. We're going to finish off the shoulders with a little swim. Even though we don't have any water, we can move our feet when we do this, or we can stand still. So we're just going to do the front crawl. Nice big circles with the arms. Our shoulders are now warmed up. You shouldn't have any trouble with this. If there's any pain, stop right away and back off. But anyway, as I swim, I have to turn my head and take a breath, blow out. Take a deep breath in through my nose, blow out. Breathe in, blow out. Breathe in, blow out. Now I'm going to try the other side, so I turn and do my blow out, breathe in, blow out, swimming the front crawl. The breath is so important. Anytime you can incorporate the deep breath through your nose and the long blowing out through the pursed lips is a great idea for your diaphragm and for oxygen intake. And some people like to breathe one side and then breathe the other side and alternate. Got it? Backstroke time. You can move your legs as if you're kicking in the water. Now you want these arms to be really straight and really close to your head. So the eye of the elbow is almost touching your ears as you kick and do the backstroke. And what about these hands? Right, you can twist them to get that rotator cuff effect with those wrists and the palms, right? Keep the arms as straight as you can and as close to your head as possible to do the backstroke. Kick the water. I was never too good at the backstroke, but I can do it. If I calmed down in the water and took my time, I was okay. I'm a little bit hyper, like that car that I hear going by. I have to get myself a muffler like that. Makes me feel younger. Anyway, good work. Let's put your feet right together and your knees together as we push out, push the water away, pull it back. We push our hips back, keep our head up so we don't drown, and we do the breaststroke. There's a couple of ways to do the breaststroke. The long arm breaststroke like this, or the 90 degrees at the elbow breaststroke like this. And this morning, I don't care which breaststroke you use, the long arm or the 90 degree at the elbow, or both. And one more. Holy cow, shake that out. One last swim stroke is the side stroke. So I'm sort of turning my body on a side a little bit, but I'm looking kind of that way, right? My feet are wherever they want them to be, but you're gonna step, grab that water and pull it down the side of your body and throw it back there. Reach the water, throw it. Grab your water with lots of finger action and throw it. Notice I got my feet apart. If you would rather step into it, step back and throw, that's good too. Why not work the lower part of your body when you work the upper part of your body? Or if you feel better this way, push the knee over top of the middle of your foot. This back leg is on that 45-degree angle and it's stabilizing you. Or take the big step. Or take the little step. Or the big step. Or the little step. Try the other way. So 45-degree angles. This foot is either going to be out here. You're going to reach with your fingers, all 10 of them. Grab that water, throw it back there. Notice I'm turning my body to see where I throw it. So that little twist is important. Keeping my head up so I'm not going to drown. And maybe take a deep breath in here and blow out as I throw it away. Deep breath in, blow out. Big step, little step. Big step, little step. Any kind of step. No step. Knee over the middle of your foot. Get that foot straight ahead there. Get the knee over it, not past the toes. And one more. Good. Yes, we're still in the garden. We're kind of at the side of my house. I've got this stone path with these flagstones or uneven, different thicknesses of a kind of a cool rock that I like. And it winds its way from my little bit of grass in the back where we just were doing the shoulders around to the little bit of grass at the front. And I have all these rocks that I've collected over the years on this side. And then here I've got some of these other sort of garden stones that I bought at a nursery once, and I was going to use those, but I like the natural rocks and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, you have to, when you're in my yard anyway, you got to make sure you don't fall over, because you could trip on the hose, stub yourself on these little rocks, the big rocks, these flat rocks. You got to, there's lots of things going on here, as you can see. Just down, there goes a couple out the front with their dog. I'm going to walk my Twyla May cat later around the house. But anyway, so you got to have good balance. So we're going to work all the balance components in our body, the core muscles, and the eyes and the ears and all the senses. And we're going to not fall over, right? So we're going to start by just finding a nice flat place to stand. In the house is fine. And then I'm going to lift one foot off the ground. Now, I could hold on to something if I wanted to, like a lawnmower. Yes, that's my lawnmower from 1950. That's the only lawnmower I have, by the way. I could hold on to something. So if you want a chair or you want to stand next to a counter, maybe I'll bring this closer to me so I can hold on to it. Anyway, I'm holding on to this and I'm going to stand on one foot. Doesn't matter which foot it is, so I'll just get one off the ground. So I've shifted my weight to the supporting leg here that's touching the ground, right? I'm still standing up in the best posture I can administer this morning. You know, my head is as tall as it'll get in my neck. My chin is back a little bit to get my ears over my shoulders, all that stuff. And my shoulders are down and back and relaxed because I just worked them out, right? And my leg here is pretty straight with this knee over top of the ankle and the hip over top of the knee and the shoulder kind of over top of all that too. My back feels okay, got the natural curve in it. This foot's off the ground. I didn't say bring it way up here or stick it way out there. I just said get it off the ground even a little bit. And if you have to put it down, maybe you could just put your toes down. And if then you could lift it up. And if you need, when you get tired, just put it down again. Or lift it up, or put the whole foot down and have a little rest, get a drink, whatever you want to do, and then come back and lift the leg up. I might not still be here, but you can always pause me anytime you want, and then do whatever you need to do, and then come back and continue. That's all good. But I can feel it in this hip here, on this supporting leg, because it's doing all the work. This isn't doing any work. It's no big deal to lift it up. All the stress goes to this side of the body. And that's at least 30 seconds. So I'm going to switch sides now. Isn't this quite the lawnmower? You've seen this before. You push it and the blades go around and cut your grass. You got to maintain it though. You got to keep it well lubricated, otherwise it just gets rusty. So here I go. I'm going to switch. Supporting leg is on this side now. Good posture, lift the leg off the ground. Don't get your toes in the blades there though. They're pretty sharp. Perfect posture. Breathe in through your nose and blow out as long as you can through your not pierced, whatever it is. Squeeze your lips together. In through your nose. And in through your nose. One more time. And that's about a 30, right? 30 seconds, one-legged 30. Okay, maybe I don't need this anymore. Maybe I can try it without holding on to something. Yeah, okay. So back to the other leg. I'm gonna put my weight on this side. I'm gonna lift this leg up. I'm gonna bend my leg at the knee and bring my knee as high as I can get it. And then I'm gonna stick it behind me with the leg still bent, and then I'm gonna put it down. So I'm going to lift the leg. I'm still standing on this. I do get a little bit of a rest here. I lift my knee up as high as I can. The leg is bent at the knee, and I push it behind me, keeping the leg bent, and then I put it down. So when I put it down, I get a rest. So let's try it one more time. This one comes up as high as I can. Holding on maybe, maybe not. Don't fall over, and put it down. That's only 3 of those. Let's try the other side. Shift your weight. Lift the leg up. Keep it bent. Lift it as high as you can, the knee, keep the leg bent, push it back, stand up tall when you push it back, and put it down. Don't bend over when you push the leg back. So here we go, number 2. Right, and the longer you take, the slower it is, the harder it is, and the longer you take, I think the more benefit you have, because you're isolating your hips and all those core muscles to do this. Because if you just went like this, or just like this, gravity's helping. So I'm going to alternate now. I'm going to do this side, push back, down, this side, push back, down. It's almost like I'm pushing the bottom of my foot up against the wall, up, push back, down, take my time, up, push back, down, up comes the knee. Push back, down. Remember when we did the step warm-up and we lifted our knee up? Push back, down. Getting ready for this? Up, push back, down. Let's do one more time. Up, push back, down. On the other side, up, push back, down. Pretty easy, I think. Now, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to need this support here, because this time I'm going to shift my leg over here because I'm going that way with this outside leg. I come up and I bring the knee out that way as far as I can without turning my body, the upper body. Just up comes the knee. Push it as far as it'll go without twisting, and bring it back and put it down. So it's up, push out, and down, and then it's up, push out. Got it? Other side up, push out, and down, up. Keep the knee as high as you can until it's time to push it on the floor, the leg on the floor. Up, push out. Was that 3? Let's alternate. Up, out, back, down. Take your time and think about your form. How's your posture? Are you doing the breathing in and blowing out thing with your oxygen intake and the diaphragm that's underneath your ribs, helping you bring in that oxygen so it can be transferred to the blood, to the muscles? I haven't been counting. Let's just do one more. So it's up, out, back, and down. Other side, up, out, back, and down. Pretty good. We're not quite done. We might as well stay on this side here because this is over here. But anyway, I'm going to shift my weight to this leg here, stand tall, and bring that other leg straight up and down. And straight up and down. So I'm not bending like this. I'm trying to maintain perfect vertical posture. Just take the leg up. Just work this hip and the muscles that push it out and pull it back. The abductors and adductors. ABD, ADD. Inside of the leg, thigh muscles. Up, down, push it out, back, push it out. Slows better. Slowly push it out and back. When you get out there, can you hold it for like a 1, 2, 3 count? And down. Can we do it one more time? How about one more time? Good work. All right, lawnmower. I hurt myself just moving this. You know what? I think I'm going to try my other side without holding on. So he said up, that's me. Out, down, up, and down, up. He said slow is harder, slow is better. I can focus on my form and what am I supposed to be doing. Forget that gravity helping me. I'm going to do it 2 more times on this side because I'm having so much fun. I forgot to breathe. In through my nose. Got it? Okay. Oh, there's one more. We definitely don't need this now. Standing in neutral, feet shoulder width apart, almost. Toes pointing straight ahead, perfect posture. Take your leg, whatever one you want. How about this one? Shift your weight to that side and bring the flexed foot and the toe straight up to the heavens. Leg up, straight leg. Leg up. How about slow it down? Up. Ooh, that's hard. How high can you go? Just one more. Ooh. Don't forget all that breathing properly and posture stuff. Okay, let's shift our weight to this side. This leg's coming up. Flex the foot, toe to the guy above. Breathe in. Yes, these arms are for balance. You know, Niagara Falls. One more time. Good work. Welcome to my fern garden. Just ferns. And we're going to work on the knees. And you know how to do that. You do a lot of squats. So we're going to do some squats and maybe the odd lunge in the fern garden. So wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying your space, but if I was you, I'd master how to do all these exercises today and then go outside someplace where it's beautiful and do them again. Here I go. So, I'm standing with my feet shoulder width apart. Remember, I'm in my bare feet. Perfect posture. Right? Head back, chin into the neck. Standing tall, somebody's pulling my head up. Right? Ears over the shoulders, over the hips, over the knees, over the ankles. Toes straight ahead, feet straight ahead. And as I push my hips back and I squat into the chair, into the ferns, I lift up my arms so that they're parallel to the ground, and then I slowly come back up. If you can only go down this much, that's all you do. If you can go down a little bit further, that's good. If you think you need to get your legs farther apart, keeping your toes pointing straight ahead and lowering your hips as far down as you can just to make it challenging, hold it there briefly and then slowly come back up. That's good too. I did have the Cambridge Horticultural Society come by a couple of years ago and ask if they could do a garden tour on my yard here, and I said okay, but I couldn't figure out why they wanted to, because I've seen 100 million zillion different gardens in Cambridge that are much more beautiful than mine. But they said no, yours is a little bit unique, so just for variety we want show people. And they enjoyed the ferns, I think, the most. You still squatting, taking your time? Make sure your head is up. You can see straight ahead the whole time, not down. Keep your head in neutral though. Push your hips way back. And sit in that chair that isn't there. Just one more. Good. I think because I'm in the fern garden, I don't know where you are, we'll leave it there for our knees today. I think we'll finish things off today with a couple of my favorite seated stretches. And we'll leave the floor work for another day. And then after we do these stretches, just a few of them, we'll do a little meditation because we're outside and it's so perfect this morning. Come on, you guys, get outside today. Anyway, I'm sitting on a old wooden Adirondack chair, and this is very old. In fact, when I was a little kid living on the east side of Cambridge, next door to my grandmother, she would always sit on her Adirondack chair, just like this, on the front lawn, waiting for her husband, my grandfather, to come home from work. She had dinner ready and she was waiting, and I would sit with her because she had two chairs, one for my gramps and one for my grandma. And I would sit in my gramps' chair on the front lawn, McNaughton Street it was, and we would talk about the world and nature especially, because she loved nature. She loved fishing the most. Trout fishing out in Cedar Creek by Ayr was her favorite spot to go, and I would go with her. But anyway, we would talk about the world and sit in the chairs and wait for Gramps. So I have one of the chairs. It's not completely falling apart yet, but it's got a few problems, and it's my grandma's and grandpa's chair. So if I sit way back in the back and put my low back up against the wood, put my forearms on here and rest, I'm curved like this. It's not good for my back to be here this long. My brain thinks that's an okay posture, and so sometimes when you sit down in a car, on a couch to watch TV, or in a chair, and it's curved, your brain will say, yep, that's the perfect spot for you to be. But it isn't. You want to be up at the edge of the chair. So I'm going to pull myself up to the edge of the chair, push my hips forward a little bit to straighten out my back and bring my torso up. Head's got to be in neutral. If it feels uncomfortable to sit like this, it's because you've sat the wrong way too long. So practice sitting this way. Maybe eliminate some of those chairs and couches that you shouldn't be sitting in. And by the way, I'm in the middle of my vegetable garden. I know it's a little shady. The sun isn't quite around here, but this is my vegetable garden. I think these are the beans I'm sitting on, are the peppers. I planted them about a week ago because I was afraid of the frost. Are you sitting up nice and tall? Legs pretty much shoulder width apart. Okay. Knees are above your ankles. Sitting up tall. Shoulders are still down and back and relaxed. Your hands are on your knees. That's okay. Sit up tall. I think I'm going to sneeze. Why? Have you seen the pollen? The pollen lately going through the air? I'm allergic to that white tree right there, the birch. By the way, the birch tree was used by the natives in this area hundreds of years ago for a pain reliever. And they still, I think, scientists today still use the birch tree in some way to make things like aspirin. Anyway, sitting up nice. They use them for canoes too, and to draw pictures on. Anyway, sit up tall. Are we stretching? Yes, we are. What are we stretching? Our low back. We're trying to keep it in the best position we can get it in and hold it there. Okay. So that's been about 30 seconds, right? You should hold a stretch for 2 minutes. If you want the most out of a stretch, hold it. Don't move for 2 minutes. Make sure your body's in the right position first. Okay? Now the job is to put one leg over top of the other. So it doesn't matter which one goes first. Get it over top of the other. What are we going to stretch? Our hip flexors, our piriformis. So our hip flexors run down the front from your hips to your lower leg, through there, and they run through the back, through your bum, and then your piriformis is in there too, in your glute. So all that's getting stretched. Just get it over top. Sit up nice and tall. If you can't get it over, but you can only get it a little bit, that's okay, but try to get it right over top. Sit up tall. Keep that back in neutral with the proper little curve in the lumbar area. Sit up tall. Hold on if you have to. That's what I'm doing, keeping it there. Good work. It's been 30 seconds, right? Right. Of course, you're gonna, when I'm done today, or you're gonna pause me right now and you're gonna hold it for 2 minutes. Other side, yep, you got 2 legs, one goes over top of the other one. Feel it all the way through my low back, upper back part of my leg, my bum, up in here, in the groin area. Sit up nice and tall. It'll take about 10 days to 2 weeks before the little seeds will start to stick their greenery above the soil. I think I see a few spots now if I haven't already stepped on them and killed them. I don't think it'll hurt them to do this. But my grandmother will protect them. She'll make them grow. Has it been 30 seconds? Well, let's just say it has. Okay? Good. So what have we stretched so far? Our low back from sitting up straight, and everything through the hips and the low back and the upper legs, all those muscles there, whatever they are, right? Good. Anyway, right now what we're going to do is we're going to grab a hold of that shoulder we worked so hard today with the swimming and all that stuff. We're going to grab a hold of it with our fingers and our palm and give it a little squeeze, because we have the big trapezius muscle draping the shoulders and even coming into the neck area. So this is the trapezius muscle, okay, covering a lot of other muscles. It's kind of like a blanket. And we want to squeeze that trapezius muscle to get some blood into it. This is good for your neck and your shoulders. So I squeeze it, and then I'm going to turn my head into the squeeze and hold it there. Sit up nice and tall. You're up on the edge of your chair. Looking into the squeeze. And today we're just going to look into the squeeze and look out of the squeeze, away from the squeeze. But there's lots of different things you can do with this owl exercise. And you can see the whole routine on one of my other videos. Just look for stretching the head or the neck. It's there somewhere. I do it a lot. I do it every day when I work out because it's so good for you. But all right, that's 30 seconds. Slowly bring it back to the center. Keep the squeeze going on here. We need the blood in the trapezius muscle. And look away and hold it. Okay, back to center, let go. Well, I stretched my hand doing that too. Squeezing it, right? Let's grab a hold, use all the force you want, but remember, it's your body, you don't want to hurt yourself. You just want to cup the shoulder ridge here, squeeze the trapezius muscle, and look into it and hold. Sit up tall. And then slowly come into the center and then look away from the squeeze. Are you still squeezing? Good. Remember that trapezius muscle is one of many, it's very large, it's one of many, many muscles that joins the head to the shoulder area and the back and the front. All of that. Covering your deltoids in your shoulders and lots of other things. Even that vagus nerve that runs down from the base of your skull through your neck, right down to your pelvic area, shooting out to all different kinds of organs like your heart and your digestive system. That needs to be treated with kindness, I guess. That's 30 seconds. Slowly come to the front. Good work. So believe it or not, we didn't move much and we didn't change much, but we stretched a lot. So for our meditation today, we're going to do one sun, two eyes. If you've never done this before, you're going to love it. If you have done it, you'll think that it's easy. But it's going to get you to focus. Focus on yourself and the world around you. Take your stress away and restore good health. So I'm sitting here beside my favorite rock. It has a word written in the stone. I better move my crow before I break it. And I'm going to do an action. I'm going to say something and I'm going to use my eyes for this little routine, and I want you to do the same thing. So because it's such a beautiful day, I'm going to just point to the sun and look up and go, one sun. Notice I'm doing the action. See the arm and the head? And I'm watching with my eyes and I'm using my voice and I'm saying one sun. Can you do that again? One sun. Take these two fingers and touch just below your eyes and go, two eyes. Look right at me. Two eyes. Don't forget to say it. Do it. Two eyes. And hear it. Was that 3 times? Let's try it again. Two eyes. So what was it? It was one sun, two eyes. Make a triangle. It's got 3 vertices, or vertexes, or whatever they're called, points. 3 triangle. 3 sides, 3 angles, 3 points, 3 corners, right? 3 triangle. That's 3 triangles. So it's one sun, 2 eyes, 3 triangle, and then a square has 4 sides, 4 angles, all 90 degrees, same length of each side, and go 4 square. Make the square 4 square. Start at the bottom, 4 square. One sun, 2 eyes, 3 triangle, 4 square. 5 fingers, 5 fingers, 5 fingers. One sun, 2 eyes, 3 triangle, 4 square. 5 fingers, on one hand anyway. 6 sticks. Do I have any sticks? No, 6 sticks, 6 drumsticks. 6 sticks, 6 drumsticks. 6 sticks, 6 drumsticks. My son plays the drums. That's why 6 sticks, 6 drumsticks. Since he was little. One sun, 2 eyes, 3 triangle, 4 square, 5 fingers, 6 sticks, 6 drumsticks. Now my grandma used to treat me the odd time with a 7-Up. In those days there was a soft drink called 7-Up. And of course they came in bottles, not cans. So we pick up the 7-Up and go open the top. 7-Up. 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 One sun, 2 eyes, 3 triangle, 4 square, 5 fingers, 6 sticks, 6 drumsticks, 7 up. 8 figure 8. Did I skate when I was little? You bet. At the neighborhood rinks, you know, at the school rinks. 8 figure 8. You can go any way you want. You can go this way, 8 figure 8. Or you can go this way, 8 figure 8. Just do it 3 times. Okay, 1 sun, 2 eyes, 3 triangle, 4 square, 5 fingers, 6 sticks, 6 drumsticks, 7 up, 8 figure 8, 9 baseball. Did you ever play baseball? 9 baseball. I played baseball when I was little. I was even on a team at Riverside Park in Preston. 1 sun, 2 eyes, 3 triangle, 4 square, 5 fingers, 6 sticks, 6 drumsticks, 7 up, 8 figure 8, 9 baseball, and 10 hen. I'm a mother chicken, a hen, and I'm sitting on my eggs, and I don't want to crush them. Let's pretend this is an egg. So I'm going to 10 hen. Where are my eggs? There they are. 10 hen. 10 hen. If you're just standing there, you can go 10 hen. If you're sitting on a chair, you can stand up. When you come down, go 10 hen. So it's 1 sun, 2 eyes, 3 triangle, 4 square, 5 fingers, 6 sticks, 6 drumsticks, 7 up, 8 figure 8, 9 baseball, and 10 hen. It's called the 1 sun, 2 eyes meditation. See you next time.